Hey gamers, welcome to this very special video. This is part 2 of my 1,500 subscriber special. Part 1 was yesterday and that was a day in the life type of vlog thing that I found very boring, but I'm sure you guys liked it. I mean, a lot of you guys requested it, so you've gotta like it, right? But now we're doing the Q&A portion, which is tradition. We do a special video for the first part, and then the second part we do a Q&A. So I got, at least right now, like 10 comments with a lot of questions from different people. Now, I'm getting most of these questions from my community post, which I posted, like 3 weeks ago or something by now? Yeah, 3 weeks ago. But there's also a video where I told you guys to ask questions. And I think there's one question there. And then I also put it on my social media. I don't think I got any, but I'm going to be checking all of them. But for the most part, all the questions are coming from this community post, which I posted 3 weeks ago. So, yeah. Let's get right into it, shall we? And I told you guys to ask as many questions as you wanted. So, first question here is from James, otherwise known as Peepers. He changed his name, as I think this is his second channel. Anyway, first question, how am I doing? I am doing okay. It's been a rough couple of weeks, like a month, really, because like for the first week or two of March, I felt like the happiest I've been in my entire life because I met what I thought was a really nice girl named Maya. We had a lot in common. Then we were gonna have our third date in the third week, and then she canceled. Not even last minute, I was ready, and then she was like, oh, I don't want to do it because she got overwhelmed. And it kind of just been a downward spiral afterwards where we kind of been fighting and we argued, and then we became kind of friends. And then now I decided to stop talking with her, at least for a good while. Maybe I'll contact her again in a couple months. But it's just been rough, but I'm overall now, I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling fine. I still feel sad, I still think about her because, man, we had so much in common and it sucks. We just, my God, I don't know. I talk more about it in a separate video, but overall, I'm doing better. Question 2, how does it feel to have 1,500 subscribers? It feels pretty good. I was not expecting to hit this milestone pretty soon. I think we've been hitting 500 subscribers every year, which is crazy. I'm really happy about that. It's crazy to think that there's a lot of you guys that want to watch me, and it means the world to me. Technically, I had 30 or 50 subscribers at the beginning, before I started making YouTube stuff. That's because I commented a lot and people subscribed, because why not? But, so there's 50 or 30 people that, probably, I mean, maybe they unsubscribe, but, there's some unaccounted for that didn't know I made, before I did anything on YouTube, that they subscribed. But, most of you guys subscribe because of something I have done, on the channel, which I appreciate. So thank you a lot. Number 3, what is your best tip for success? Get lucky. No. Well, to be honest, it is kind of luck-based. That is part luck, part skill, YouTube, and a lot of things, really. I got kind of lucky in that I found a really nice guy, Mr. Dawson, Dr. Dawson, from the Sills YouTube channel, who has 10,000 subscribers. They found me and they shouted me out at least one time, I think maybe 2 times, I don't know, but they did that. And they're really nice people over there. They talk about political stuff, which is an important topic, but it's not my kind of thing in terms of on the channel, but it does interest me. But yeah, that was kind of luck based, but I guess it's also partly being authentic. A lot of YouTubers and content creators are not very authentic, and I try to be my authentic self. I share a lot of myself with you guys, maybe to a detriment sometimes, because there's some bad people out there that you misuse the information, like my dad dying, to make weird jokes or whatever. I also had something recently with that Maya girl. Something happened with her. She thinks she was stalked or something by maybe one of you guys. Again, I don't want to talk about it, but I've shared a lot of stuff with you guys. I do keep something secret. you know, or maybe I hint at it, but I don't really talk about it. But I try to be my true self. So yeah, overall, I guess, you know, be true to yourself and also get lucky. So best, number 4 is best advice for new YouTubers. I mean, it kind of paraphrase what I said earlier of, you know, be true to yourself, you know, do what you want to do. There's always people that like, oh, follow a niece, or it's, I've heard it pronounced different ways. I think it's pronounced niece, but some people say a different way. Anyway, do like something specific, you know, and also try to be different from other people. I think that's kind of true, but at the same time, you can do what you love, and you could also just do whatever, you know. I think it is important to focus on one thing on YouTube. But you know, and I do that. I mostly focus on games, but I also do other stuff. You know, I do gaming stuff like vocal covers or autism videos, and I like doing that. And it's very fun. So just have fun with it and be authentic. So, number 5, what's your favorite video of yours? My favorite video, I don't know. Probably one of the vocal cover ones. I don't know. I want to say like a Steven Universe vocal cover or something. Like some sort of vocal cover, I think, is one of my favorite videos, because I always love vocal covers from other people, like what's his name? Caleb Hayes or whatever, Anna Pantsu. There's other ones I can't think of, but I watched like those people, and I was very much inspired to do vocal covers from them, and I always admired them. You know, I love singing songs, and probably one of those vocal covers, maybe a Steven Universe one, because I love Steven Universe, and I was happy I got to share. So probably maybe the first Steven Universe vocal cover I did, which was it Chains? I don't remember. I feel like it was, but either way, yeah, it was overall, you know, probably one of those, because I love vocal covers. I think I prefer them out of any video I make otherwise, which kind of sucks, because a lot of the vocal covers I do don't have anything to do with games, you know, but who cares? I'm having fun. So, yeah, anyway, what reason do you believe you made it all this way? Okay, that's what is that, number 6 or whatever? Okay, he kind of forgot to put 6 for that one, and then 6 is actually 7. Anyway, what reason do you believe you made it all this way? I mean, being authentic. I mean, it's just the same thing as before. Authentic, luck as well. You know, being passionate about YouTube, sharing my life with you guys to some extent. Again, I don't share everything. There's some stuff I don't share with you guys, but I try to be as open and honest as I can be, you know, and I think that's part of the reason why I come this far, is because of you guys wanting to hear from me, I guess. I don't know. What motivates me? What motivates me is money. No, well, kind of. I like making money. Of course, I don't make a lot of money, but I you know, I want to get fully monetized. That's my one big goal for hopefully this year, to get fully monetized. I get, you know, super chats and money from that, but I don't get like AdSense money from like these videos, at least not yet. So that kind of motivates me. But of course, you know, before the monetization thing, what motivates me is, again, just sharing my love for games, my interests, my passion, my life stories with you guys. So yeah. What do you love most about my community? I love that a lot of you guys are very kind. Of course, there's some trolls, you know. Oh my god, there's some trolls, but a lot of you guys are very kind. You know, we're like a family here, or at least a very close group of friends. I've seen, you know, people become friends because of my community. I've even seen someone apparently have a relationship with a girl because of my stream recently. So you guys connect to each other, and it's just overall very, you know, chill community. Again, there's some trolls here and there, but it's overall very, you know, very fun, very cool, you know, and we mostly accept each other, which I really like. You know, there's a whole mismatch of people that are autistic, have ADHD, you know, have other like diseases, or they're like gay, or they're lesbian, they're, you know, so, or like whatever. There's like a whole bunch of you guys, and I really appreciate that. And then he's like, sorry for all the questions. I know you need them though. No problem. James, otherwise known as Peepers. So next up, we got, who is this? Siren. So number one, are you being paid for YouTube yet? Again, I mentioned this earlier, but technically yes, but I'm not fully monetized. I'm trying to be. I get money from like super chats, memberships. By the way, links in the description if you want to do like a super things. But anyway, or become a member. But I do that. But I'm not getting money from like ads yet, but I do want to. Number two, do you like doing YouTube? Of course I like doing it. If I didn't like doing it, I would not be doing it. You know? I always wanted to do YouTube for quite a while, many years, you know? I just didn't do it because I was worried about, you know, what would my mom say or whatever, you know. And I was like also, oh, maybe I don't have the right equipment for it, you know, but I always wanted to do it. Number three, do I like SpongeBob? I like SpongeBob. I'm not a big SpongeBob fanatic, but I like SpongeBob. I like the middle seasons that people hate. So like season 4 through 9, those seasons. I actually like those seasons quite a bit. I grew up with those seasons. So yeah, but I like SpongeBob, though it's not, you know, a major thing for me. So next up, we got Blue here. Finally got around to this. Congrats on 1,500 subscribers. I hope you grow more. My question is, do you remember your first video game, or what was the earliest game you ever played? Is it what got you into gaming, and do you think it influenced the type of games you like now? And then I'll answer the second question later. So I don't remember quite what my first game was, to be honest. When I see this question, my initial thought is Mario Galaxy, because I think I have the earliest memories of that. Though I do know I had other games and I played them technically before, but that's the one I can clearly remember. I wasn't good at it at all. Like, I remember being stuck at, like, in the introduction level or whatever with the pointer thing, where you have to first point and then shake the Wii remote to go into the star launcher in Mario Galaxy. I remember being stuck there for so long and being very confused, you know. But like, that's like my earliest memory, but I'm pretty sure I played other games, you know. But I had games around that time too, like Mario Kart Wii, though I think Mario Galaxy was the first one. But there's just other ones that I'm like, I think maybe I played, but I know for sure Mario Galaxy, that was like one of the earliest ones. And I mean, it kind of did influence the type of games I play, because I do like platformers. I do like, you know, Mario games. Mario games are amazing. So, like, probably, but like, yeah, that's probably the earliest memory I have of a game. So the second question is, what's my dream game? Like a game you want, but that doesn't exist. Well, okay, I have 2 dream games, so sue me. The first dream game is Xenoblade Warriors. Give me that. I want it to be a canon thing of Xenoblade, but also throw in like Xenogears and Xenosaga characters there, but make it like a warrior style game. Make it canon. Maybe even this warrior style game could be like combining 2 things into one. Could be like Xenoblade Zero, where it talks about, you know, the conduit and, you know, the stuff that led into the creation of the Xenoblade 1 and 2 universe, and then led them to be merged into the Xenoblade 3. I'm not going to spoil much more besides that, but yeah, basically, maybe because I always imagine like a Xenoblade Zero, but also a Xenoblade Warriors. What if they do both, you know? But of course they could do it separately. So actually that kind of counts as like 3 games, 3 dream games. So let's just say Xenoblade Zero, a prequel thing, Xenoblade Warriors, that's another one. And then the third one is Mario Maker 3D. I want to see Mario Maker, but in a 3D environment. But I also would like to see the 2D thing as well. Maybe have it be like two modes. You know, you could be 3D or 2D, like regular Mario Maker. You know, that would be really cool. I would love to see it, especially with the Switch 2 with the mouse mode. But I don't know. Mario Maker 2 did not sell the best. Only sold like 7 million at like for like a while or something, you know, so low according to Nintendo. So I don't know if they'll do it, but I would say those three. Okay, next up we got Caroline here. So since you want a lot more questions, I shall give you more questions. One, what is your exact height in centimeters? 1B converted into miles, so your work. um okay, I'll do it, fine. Well, I don't know my exact height, to be honest. I say I'm like 5'6", but I don't know for sure. Like, I might be taller, I might be shorter, but I always say I'm 5'6". But let's look it up. 5'6" in centimeters is 167.64 centimeters. And let's do 167 point, what was it? 67 centimeters? Centimeters to miles? Miles. Sorry, I don't know how to type. It's 0.00104 miles. Okay. Did I do that right? Oh, it was 64. Okay, no, wait. I was off by like 3. Hold on, wait. Okay, 0.00104 miles. Did I say that already? It was the same thing. Well, whatever. That's my work. I Googled it, so there you go. What? Okay, wait, hold on. What's the second question? What place do you want to live or vacation to? I mean, I would like to go visit France, though probably a thing that's more likely, and I am also interested in, is Mexico, because I live close by it. You know, Texas is really close to it. And, you know, most of my family is from Mexico, or at least has ancestry there. But I say France because, one, Eiffel Tower, beautiful place. But, you know, I'm also a little bit of French from my great-grandfather. So I would like to visit maybe one of those two. But probably France is what I'm leaning towards, because it feels like less likely, but I would like to visit. So, number 3, what was the best place you've been? Well, the only one that I can remember is Roswell, New Mexico. I've been to Colorado, but I don't remember it at all. I think I remember like a house, going into a family member's house or something, but I don't remember anything else there. Roswell's the only one I do remember. It traumatized me because of aliens, but probably that. I haven't been to many places. My family, like my dad and mom, used to travel a lot. But before I was born, and even when I was born, but I don't remember a lot of it. Roswell is the only one I really remember, so probably that. Well, if you're talking about like cities or whatever, I guess place could also be like, oh, I don't know, a restaurant or something. If you're talking about a restaurant, there was this restaurant, I don't remember what the name was, but they had like really good burgers, really good fries, but then they closed down. So anyway, those are 2 answers. Number 4, what do you have for breakfast? I had for breakfast today a cheeseburger and a burrito. Yeah, that's what I ate. So yeah. Number 5, what are you looking forward to the most that is in the Switch 2? Getting a girlfriend. I feel like I feel like I can do it. I have confidence, you know. With Maya, she told me that, you know, I was very handsome, you know, and I get a decent amount of matches on these dating apps. You know, there's, of course, what comes afterwards is kind of an issue, because sometimes they unmatch me as soon as I stop talking, or they don't respond at all, or we talk for a little bit and then I ask them out and then they unmatch me then. But I get matches, you know, not to like, oh, I'm a player, but like, you know, I get a decent amount, so I think I'm a little bit above average now. So I think it's possible for me to like get into a relationship. You know, I never had one before, so I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Probably not what you expected, or maybe it was, you know, because of what I've been saying for the past few weeks. But yeah, probably that. Getting a girlfriend, baby. Otherwise, getting fully monetized on YouTube, I don't know. I feel like that's more ways away. Anyway, number 6. Would you start over your YouTube channel for $5 million out of your fans' pockets? Yes. Yes. Well, okay. Well, okay, wait. Okay, wait. Here's the thing. I want that money. I do. I like money. Okay, I love money. But I want to at least keep my content up. If like maybe if I get $5 million and I have to start over a new channel, but this channel still exists, I just like lost the password or something, then cool. Because I want my stuff to be up there for forever, I don't like the idea of YouTubers deleting stuff. I have deleted some stuff before, but mostly I like to keep things up as is. I really dislike it when YouTubers delete stuff or private it, because they're like depressed or they quit YouTube or whatever. I don't want that. So if I can keep that money and keep my videos up here, I just lose the password and I have to make a new YouTube channel to make more videos, I'm cool with that, but if I have to delete my channel for 5 million, that's going to be a little bit harder, because I think I would still do it because it's a lot of money. But at the same time, I like the videos I made, so I probably would say yes either way, but it would be way more harder if I couldn't keep the stuff up. So, yeah. Number 7, what do you hope to see on the Switch 2? Well, I hope to see Xenoblade Warriors, Xenoblade Zero, Xenoblade 4 eventually, Xenoblade X2, the Xenoblade stuff, Xenogears, Xenosaga, Mario Maker 3, what else? A new Mario, maybe Mario Odyssey 2, probably not going to happen, but a new Mario, that's probably what I hope to see for Switch 2, yeah. And number 8, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Caroline. The next question is from Fizzy. Have you ever had a video that you were editing that failed so horrible you scrapped the entire video? Not really, no. I've had editing mishaps where I uploaded it and then I'm like, oh my god, I messed up. So sometimes I had to like take down the video and like re-edit it and to fix it, or I'm about to upload it and then there's like some weird audio thing wrong, so then I have to re-edit it again, but at least I didn't upload it to YouTube and then had to delete it. But I never had one where it's like I just decided to like scrap the video altogether because of weird editing issues. But I have had weird editing issues and it caused issues with like I just really disliked it, sometimes there's stuff where I can't do anything about it and it bugs me. Like recently for the compilation video for one of the compilation videos I did, I think for browsing the subscription services for the Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox, there was like one part for the transition that like was like very off center and it really bugged me and I wanted to take it down, but it was like 4 hours the video, the compilation, so that it would just not be worth it. So that's bugged me, but I never had anything where I deleted it or scrapped the entire video. So yeah. Caroline has another question. So first of all, already at 1,500 subscribers, when did that happen? My questions are, if you could change anything you did in the past related to your content, what would you change? And then I'll answer the second question in a bit. But well, if I would change anything you did in the past related to your content, I think I would probably I think I would probably change, like, from the very beginning. I really wanted to be just a YouTube channel, even though I like talking about other stuff. I kind of like blended it in with like gaming, like, oh, talking about the Owl House finale while playing Smash Ultimate, that was one. Or I did not gaming videos, but they were for like April Fools, like my special interest, for autism. But I always wanted to do that, and it took me like a few months or something to be like, okay, I'm just gonna do mostly gaming, but also other stuff when I feel like. So maybe I would change that to be like, oh, I could do whatever I want for the most part. I'm gonna mostly focus on gaming, but I'll do other stuff here and there when I want to, like from the beginning. So maybe I would change that. And then the second question is, do you have any birds? Weird question. Uh, yeah. By the way, a lot of these are like kind of inside jokes with with my fans, with my viewers, you know. Uh, like, you know, the bird thing, happy birthday. Like they're kind of inside jokes if you're on streams. But yeah, I do have a bird in case someone out there actually doesn't know. He screams a lot in my videos. You hear him a lot in the background. His name is Paquito. He's adorable. He's my baby. So yeah, he's a parrot, specifically a monk Quaker parrot. So yeah, next up we got Matt, who says, will you ever play Roblox? Trust me, some games on Roblox are amazing and they are massive. Talking about that, do you know what else is massive? Your subscriber count. Well, thank you. I'm glad you didn't lead that to something else. But I think I might play Roblox at some point. Because, you know, I do have it on Xbox. My brother plays it. But I could always play it myself. You know, I'm not opposed to playing Roblox. But, you know, I don't know if I would ever do it. At least for like a while, you know. But I appreciate the suggestion. So, Line of Snow asks, what's a game you love that no one else does? Okay, I'm thinking. Because there's a couple of games where I like and people don't, or at least not that much. And there's also some games that I think are like a little bit overrated. Like I don't really care about them, but people do. Which one? I don't know. Honestly, the only thing I can think of right now, I'm sure there's better examples, but the one I can think of right now is Pokemon Sword. And it's not to say that people, you know, there's people that don't like that game. I see some people that like it, but mostly people are like, they think it's mid or it's fine, you know, it's just kind of underwhelming. You know, but and there's of course other people that think it sucks. But I really like that game actually quite a bit. It was my first Pokemon game. So maybe that, again, that's not to say that people don't like that game at all. I have seen people say they do like it. But I usually see like hate towards it, and all the Switch Pokemon games. I actually like them all. Actually, maybe a better example would be Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, because I see way more people dislike that game, and I like that game quite a bit too. You know, I think it's the weakest, probably of the Pokemon Switch games, but I still like it. So I don't know, maybe one of those two. But I think there's better examples that I could think of. I just don't know which ones right now. So, and then the last question, which I technically did reply to, but I had no idea. But now I do. So, what is your MBTI type? So I heard of this, but I didn't know exactly what it was. I knew it was something to do with personalities, but I didn't really look into it. I just replied, I'm not sure. But I do know because on Boo, which is a dating app I have, I did take a test of the MBTI, and I am NTJI. Okay, let me double check real quick. Okay, I am INFJ. That's the type. So, it's something to do with being, I forgot what it is. I looked it up. Actually, I was told this by Maya. Anyway, but you know, I forgot exactly what it is, but you can look it up. But that's my type. I already forgot what it was. INJ. Oh god, whatever I said, like when I came back. I don't really know that much about the personality type, so my apologies. But that's all for the questions for the community post. But now let me check the YouTube video to see if there's any questions. And then I'll also check my other social media stuff. Yeah. Okay. So Caroline left something else. I don't know if this is actually a question, but I'll read it out loud anyway. 1,500. I was your 555 subscriber. That was in August 2023. It's weird to think about that because I still think I'm new to this channel. Also, it's cool to see you becoming more confident, become a lot more confident and your content evolve. Looking back to when I joined, you barely talked and you seemed uncomfortable. I'm proud about your stats about or status about the girl. Yeah, this was when things were going well with her. Anyway, and tell me how. Is that a question? I might consider that a question. Good job on getting 1,500 subscribers too. If I haven't mentioned, and have fun playing Xenoblade X, which I have been. So I guess I'll answer the question about my status with with Maya, and how I did it. So I mean, I don't even remember exactly how. I think I commented on her post, talking about on Hinge, that dating app. I still think that might be my favorite dating app, by the way. But I said how I like Big Bang Theory too. She liked it, and then I like Sheldon, and I said who was her favorite character. She told me Roz. She later told me that she likes Roz, but she likes Amy the most. But she didn't want to say Amy because it would seem like we're already a thing. Anyway, she told me Roz, and then we started talking from there. And we talked for like, I don't know, 2 hours or an hour before I decided to ask her out on a virtual date. And the key, it's kind of hard because I still need work on it, but the key is to like, ask questions, and then when they respond, share something from yourself as well, and then go deeper as into something else. Like if they talk about your favorite movies, and then they say Terminator, you're like, oh yeah, I love Terminator too. It's a great like movie franchise. What's how long when did you first watch Terminator, the series? And then oh, are you interested in like robots, like science fiction in general? They go deeper, and I'm still trying to learn this myself. But that's what I've learned. So again, does that count as a question? Sure, I'll count it. Caroline, you got in here like 3 times, so good job. And then the other people are just saying congratulations, on this YouTube video. So yeah. Now let me check my other social media stuff. I know I have it on Facebook and Instagram. The thing, I don't know if I have it on Twitter or other stuff, but I guess we'll see. So I'll be right back in a flash. Okay, I have checked on Instagram and Facebook. It's been really hard to check on Instagram stuff because that's where me and Maya used to talk. I'm still bringing her up. I said I'm fine now, not over it. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, I checked those. Those were where I also posted about the ask questions. I did not get any there. Boo-hoo, so sad. And I did not post it on like Twitter, so that means I only posted it on those 2 social media things. Because if I posted on Twitter, I posted it like everywhere as well. So those are the only questions I have, mostly for the community post, but technically one from the YouTube video. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the 3rd Q&A I've ever done, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoy doing these Q&As. It sucks because I want to do more Q&A stuff, but a lot of you guys don't want to ask questions. And maybe it's because I share a lot already, but I just wanted more questions. And I don't know if these questions were more than the last 2 years Q&As. At the very least, I know my mom and brother did not have any questions for me. I told them to ask questions, but they couldn't think of anything. So yeah, I kind of wish you guys asked me more questions, but I do appreciate all the questions you do ask me. It is always fun. I hope I could do more Q&As in the future where I get more questions. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for 1,500 subscribers. We're actually at like 1,551 subscribers, at least as of me recording this. So thank you a lot. We hit like 50 more subscribers within like a month or something of when I first announced this. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you all next time for more. Peace. Hope to see you at 2,000 subscribers, I guess.